All right, so what are the top 4 Shopify apps you need to run a successful e-commerce and dropshipping business, and also some apps that can help increase sales and conversions. For those of you guys that don't already know me, my name is Juan Valdez, and as you guys can see, I do have a little bit of background that I usually do. Here I have my hustle poster, which I never really recorded any videos with, and here I have my secure the bag poster. For some of you guys that have been following me for a little bit of time know I'm really big on both of these, so I figured I'd have them in the background. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the V-Fam. The V-Fam is simply a family in the movement of people that want to aspire to do a lot more than what society has out there for us to do. So we'll jump right into it. And what I wanted to start off with saying is, I know that there's a ton of Shopify apps you guys see all the time running around. Like you see this one, so you don't know which one to pick. We've tested a lot of them, and when it came down to it, there's basically some core ones that you want to always have, working in your store, and always, pretty much any store that you have, you would always have these included. And the reason why we figured that these apps are some of the core most important ones was because the effects that these apps have on your store are actually effects that other businesses and a lot of bigger companies have going on their websites, right? So obviously we want to learn from the best people, best companies, and best businesses and implement some of the strategies that they have. So 2 of the apps that I'm actually going to be going over with you guys, actually the effects that they have on your store are actually specific strategies that actually other businesses and other top companies are implementing onto their websites on purpose, right? So if they're already doing it on purpose, there's a reason why they're actually going to be doing these things for no reason. And some of the ways that I learned some of these strategies was by reading books like this. This is Charlie Munger's book, Poor Charlie's Almanac. For some of you guys that don't know Charlie Munger, he's Warren Buffett's business partner, and obviously Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. And they run obviously top companies like Coca-Cola, Geico, and these are strategies that they're implementing in their business, right? So the first app that I wanted to go over, one of the things that it does is it causes scarcity, right? The app is called Hurify, which basically just puts a timer on your sales page. And once it puts this timer, it basically lets a customer know you only have a certain amount of time to get this offer until it expires. What that does is psychologically, it just puts a pressure on us, lets us know like, I only have a certain amount of time to do this. If I don't do this now, I'm probably going to miss out. People hate missing out on things, right? If you think about it, if you ever had this happen to you, obviously it wasn't the best feeling. You didn't want to miss out, so obviously you may have already bought the product, right? If you think back, a lot of these strategies I'm going to be going over, you guys have probably felt for some. I definitely have myself, so it's completely normal if you have, because obviously now you guys are learning more about them. But basically, that's one of the strategies that even Amazon's doing. Like if you look at Amazon's website, they only say, if you get this before this time, you can get it next day, right? That's a specific strategy. Obviously, there's no need to rush the product, but they're giving you a better deal where knowing that if you order it before a certain amount of time, you can get it instantly or even faster, right? So we want to make sure that we're implementing, scarcity in our sales pages, because if not, customers are just going to feel fine with not getting the product and the offer right away and just delaying it for another time. Obviously, we don't want anyone delaying their, obviously their transactions. We want to get as many sales as possible and obviously not have to wait for them. So we want to make sure we're implementing this into our business. So that's the first one. The second one is going to be this Salespop app. This Salespop app, what it actually does is that it has notifications pop up, and these notifications basically say like, this customer just bought this customer just bought this product, right? And they basically keep popping up at all times as customers are browsing and as they're about to check out. The reason why the app is so powerful is because there's another social tendency that we have, or another cognitive bias that we have called social proof or social tendency. And the way that it works is basically when we see other people doing something, we feel a lot more comfortable doing it because we know other people are doing it. Just psychologically, that's just how it works, right? So when we see other people are buying it, we feel a lot more comfortable buying a product because we already see that other people are buying it. So it's super simple. And the reason why I wanted to share, some of these strategies and these apps with you guys is because basically when you have more than one of these cognitive biases working in your store, basically 5 to 7 or more has been proven. That's what they talk about. When you have 5 to 7 of these happening at the same time, basically almost every single customer that comes in is very likely to come out, making a purchase and end up converting, right? So obviously we want to have as many of these as possible. I'll be sharing a lot more of these, throughout more videos, but I wanted to make sure I at least share these 2 main ones with you guys because these are very simple to get going. You can set these apps up right away with no problem. The Hurify app is pretty simple to set up, and also the Salespop app is super simple to set up as well. So I figured I'd share those with you guys. But those are 2 of the social tendencies or cognitive biases that companies like Coca-Cola and Geico are using, and that's what's gotten them, as big as they are now. So I figured that you guys will get value from that. Make sure you implement that into your business. The next two apps that I wanted to cover were simply apps that make your e-commerce business more efficient. The first one is Overlow. A lot of you guys may have already heard about Overlow. Overlow is simply an app that it makes the process of uploading products from AliExpress onto your store a lot simpler, because it saves you a lot more time. And it makes the whole process a lot smoother, right? Because all you have to do is you install a plugin onto your store, and your Google Chrome, actually, it's a Google Chrome plugin. After you install it, you go through AliExpress, you look at the products that you want, and it ends up having this button you press after you click it, automatically imports it into your Shopify store, and then you just edit it and you can upload it right into your store, rather than just having to manually do the uploading process like you would have to before. So Overlow is huge because it makes your business a lot smoother, and also it helps out with fulfilling orders, which is huge. When you have any retail orders come in, basically you can go on Overlow and they'll actually auto fulfill these orders for you. You do have to set it up at first, but it's very cool, because what it does is that it makes you have the order fulfilling process a lot easier for you, because if not, you'd have to manually go and enter the customer's info, and do all these different things, rather than just Overlow. It'll actually do it for you. Transfer the information from your store onto AliExpress. All you have to do is finalize the purchase and the order from AliExpress. So Overlow is huge. Sometimes it does give a little bit of trouble with free plus shipping offers, but besides that, with regular retail offers, and when it comes to getting products from AliExpress to your store, it makes the process super simple. So make sure you guys check out Overlow. The last app that you guys can also check out is this app called Better Shipping. The reason why this app makes your business a lot more efficient is because rather than you guys have seen like the settings you have to set up for all the shipping, right? If you're gonna run a free plus shipping offer, if you don't have the right settings set up, the customer can end up getting one or even more products, for free. I've had this happen before, where a customer ends up actually paying for the shipping on one product, the actual price, and they'll get like 10 more that are completely free. You want to make sure you prevent that from happening, and obviously you can take the time to set up the specific settings on your Shopify so it has the right shipping values for every shipping amount. But with Better Shipping, it makes the whole process a lot easier. And the reason why is because you can just control the shipping cost per product, rather than having to have like specific settings and then making sure that the product meets these specific criteria and settings you set. You can just manually set the shipping cost for any product. So if you set up a free plus shipping offer for one product that you want to advertise for a lot less than another one that you want to advertise for a lot more, it makes it very simple, because if not, you consistently have to go back into your Shopify settings and manually change these settings. So obviously you guys want to run an efficient business, and this is one way you can do it, by using the Better Shipping app. The one thing about the Better Shipping app is, if you guys don't have the more advanced plan on Shopify, it doesn't let you get the full features. So what you have to do is, if you have the regular Shopify plan, you want to make sure you're reaching out to Shopify support. You're going to actually this plugin called Real-Time Carrier, and that plugin will actually let you use the Better Shipping app without having to get the more advanced plan. That's a little bit of a hack that I learned along the way. But yeah, those are the top 4 apps you guys should use in your e-commerce business. Make sure you implement them, try them out. Give me some feedback. If you got any value from this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Give me some, drop a comment. Let me know how these apps have worked for you. If you've gotten value if you've already tried a lot of these apps, and kind of the outcome you've had. And for sure, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the V fam. I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos for you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.